Let me up. Is that an outhouse? Or is that the escape pod? Please be. Let the bucket be. Hello everyone, this is Esper and we're back here on Stanley Parables 2. Hello everyone. It throws me off always having that right there. So, this will be the last episode. And it's probably not going to be as long as the other one. I would highly doubt it's going to be that long. I'm not sure how long it's going to even be. What we're going to do is I looked up the endings. And there's one ending it looks like I've missed. I think I have all the others though. One main ending and then we have the epilogue here to do. Is the main things. I never did figure out what I was missing with the confusion ending. If you know, please tell me in the bottom comments. I haven't watched anyone actually play the game. So maybe if I had taken some time to watch someone actually play through it, maybe they would have found what I was missing. But we have an ending called the Heaven ending. And this was one that involves you going in, doing like an action, going back to the desktop. You're going back in, do another action, go back to desktop. So I'm going to have a few cut scenes here. I'll cut out the desktop part for you guys. But I'll have the actions here and then we'll do the epilogue and then we'll wrap it up. So just depending on how long each of those takes, it will be how long the episode is. So I hope you do enjoy this episode, and keep in mind that means next week we'll have something new. I actually have already streamed some Roblox, so I plan to put a pair of streams in the next 2 weeks before we start our next series. So I hope you enjoy. So let's get into this. Begin the game. So, it says first...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Just a couple since I've done the actions. Okay. So first off, it says you must approach certain computers found at each location and click on them in order and restart the game between each input. So I'm thinking we go to one, leave the game, go to another one. So on desk 419, we need to click on the computer one time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
419. At the keyboard. Well, that one's turned off. Is it supposed to be on? Okay, just out of curiosity. Find where the 420. See, I think we've seen all these with like things to do.
When Stanley came to a set of two
I go
open
to the
doors,
boss's
he entered the door on
secretary.
his left.
I know we're supposed to be like doing things in between. I'm just checking out.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss's office. Okay. We've seen these with screens before. On desk 434. I should have checked that one before this one. Okay, I'm going to do a restart.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Someone's still on.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
And that one off. I don't know if that's going to do anything. It's not the computer, it said.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
We need 419. That's 419. Oh, we're going to click that. We're going to do exactly it says. And if it doesn't work, I'll pause it and look up a little better. Okay.
All of his co-workers
423.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Keyboard? Up to the secretary's office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wish there was like a screen though that showed it turn off so that
When
I
Stanley
could
came to
tell.
a set of 2 open doors, he
I
entered the
clicked
door on his left.
That's the
Yet
secretary.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The boss's office. Okay, I clicked. I did not hear anything.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find it. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. No.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this and see. Okay, so there should be an indication. I think we've seen him in the past, but it's not showing it for me
All
now.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Because there should be
Stanley
like a
decided
pink
to go to the meeting room.
bar on
Perhaps
him.
he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he
Wow.
couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I think that. Try to begin again. See what it does.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
What?
he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so my worry is that like we messed that up, but maybe it should be going in here because it was mess. It commented that it would make no difference if you have the bucket or not. But I did go. Oh wait, there's one. Okay, that was the right one, right? Or did I mess that up just now? 419. Yeah. Okay, that's what we needed. 423.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Next.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I just need to reset it, probably. Okay.
All of his
Secretary's
co-workers
desk.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Na, 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 na.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Of course, on the left. On the left, on the left. Oh,
Yet
no, it was
there was
on the
not a
right,
single
wasn't it?
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase,
We're just
Stanley
zooming this,
walked
sir.
upstairs to his boss's
The
office.
boss's office. X434.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley...
Okay. So I guess I looked into what the endings were to finish up, but I did not actually like watch the ending. I don't know what's really gonna happen. So I just was trying to figure out what to do. So here we go. A lot of buttons. What happens if I push a lot of buttons? Push the button. There's a lot of buttons. What's he saying? He's saying push something. He's saying push the buttons. This kind of sounds odd. Button part. Are we almost around? Oh gosh. I thought. Oh, they light up. Drop. Vein. Okay. This is quite the colorful buttons. Buttons everywhere! Yeah, a few colors. I think this is all the room is. I think this is the end of it. Very white everywhere. Well, it is an interesting ending for sure. Push the buttons, push the buttons, push the buttons. Oh, okay. Get in the game again. Nice. Okay. Wait. We just go right back. Interesting. Okay. Sit here. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where'd my epilogue go? There it is. Okay. Alright. I think anything else? Oh, the other thing I did notice. Okay, so you remember the baby in the fire game? I guess there is an actual other ending to that if you keep the baby out of the fire for like a certain amount of hours. And I'm sorry, this game is not, I'm not going to sit here for hours pushing that annoying button, keeping that baby out of the fire. One slip, I would have lost hours of work. I really didn't want to do that. So, if you want to see someone else get that ending, you're welcome to go check someone else do that. I'm not doing that one. But we're gonna have pretty much everything else. Okay, what did I click? Did I bump it? I might have bumped it. But we want it anyway. Many, many years later. And they'll have clicky sounds. Where I walk. Rocks. Sand. Sky. Oh, our office chair. Fire. Gotta run away. It blinked down on me. No! My chair. The death to so many chairs. Oh no, look at them. Admitting defeat in the harsh sand. The harshness of this world. The music so loud in my ears. Oh my. Where is everyone? I'm gonna towards the sun. Okay. The House of Memories. Over here. Help me out. Is that an outhouse? Or is that the escape pod? Please be. Let the bucket be. The bucket! I found him! I found him! You didn't just die on Krypton or whatever I sent you to. I got the bucket back. Now let's scoop up sand. I get a bucket for if I find some water, I can carry it. Oh, perfect. I wonder if it would have been there if we hadn't found the ending and sent the bucket. Generator. Still working? Aerator. Place is all. Goodness. Like, it's kind of dark and creepy, but they don't have any actual jump scares. Please blog. Review the Stanley Parables 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointing I am with this. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting fanbase. Rather than expanding on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into a territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cared? I cared about that. Okay, come on. That was the best thing I think about this game. I love that. That was my favorite. Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the Adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figures. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figures gives me nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... Hey. Well, the bucket hears you and he says, glad. I'm glad it still has my stickers.
Jim.
Perfect. I love that. The gym button came back. Stanley Parable's developers. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. Okay.
Jim. 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 Jim.
Give me something because I push it.
Jim. Stanley.
Oh,
Stanley. Jim. Jim. Stanley. Stanley.
there's one different. We got here. We get to hear the narrator. Oh, this collectible. No, give me. Okay. I love it's still going on. Oh, I still am annoyed I missed like one or two. Where are we going? Please let me the hole. Infinitely deep hole? Where's the narrator? Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh, wait, did that trigger it? I should have checked that other door. Oh, hello again. Oh, I was talking to the computer before. Nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise. What nonsense. Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. The legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. If people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. Like the baby. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the screen's title. The game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. The last ever. Hidden, the final, the outstretched, the passion of the curse of the explosion, poison, challenge, electrode, ice cream, water. Curse of the Stanley Parable 3, Curse of the Ice Cream. Absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1. Then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. I'll just be the same content, recycled again and again and again. The new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I would love that. I wanted to keep doing it. I like it, but I don't want you to have to say. I want you to have to say as well. Let's do it. Good. Then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you restart the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Right then. The achievement machine is all fixed. See? I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself. Forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Oh, good. Okay. I will be kind to it and actually do the right. Please adjust the slider until the computer is just barely visible. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable 3. Curse of the Ice Cream. We're gonna go in, but we're gonna go. I'm gonna pull this up a few times and see what it pops up. Okay, so I think we've gotten everything.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided...
Go to the menu. Okay, just one moment. Okay, so we get to pick each time. Now it's 4. Temple of Journey to Avoid the Crocodile. Deal with Part 5 of Sequel Runner Home Plan. Mind Control Machine. Temple of. I feel like crocodiles most absurd. Crocodile Escape. Crocodile Love. Crocodile Runner. Planet. Crocodile Mind Control Machine. Goodness. Oh my. Okay, we're gonna do it 2 more times. Do it pictures, I come up with it. Okay. Stanley Parables 5. Deadly, Passionate, Infinite, Bored of, Lavish, Saturday Night, Riders, Ice, Challenge, Cowboy, Birthday Party, Sir. Oh goodness. That is calling to me. Bored of the computer virus. Bored of the challenge, Cowboy. Sir.
Yeah,
Nice.
well, I just thought that it wasn't acceptable.
I think he just throws random stuff in there, but it's funny. Okay, one more time. Okay, so number 6. I love how the ranking just keeps door 2. It's either me or the monkeys or the baby. Deadly Quarterly dealing with either me. Nice. All right. I've really enjoyed this game. It was a lot of fun. I'm very glad my sister suggested it and told me to try it. If anyone has any comments they want to say about this, anything about my playthrough, please feel free to write in the comment section and let me know. As I said earlier, I will be putting up a stream recording next week and the week after, and then after that we'll start a brand new series. I hope to see you back when we start that series, and I really hope you enjoyed watching me play this. It was so much fun, and I hadn't looked into anyone's playthrough of this, but now that I'm done, I probably will and check it out. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time in another episode of a stream and a new series. All right, bye everyone.